Today I'm going to share with you my top 5 homebrew rules to make my games run just a little bit better. Hi, I'm John and you're watching Dragons and Flagons, and I'm going to share with you my 5 favorite homebrew rules that I didn't necessarily come up with all by myself. I'm not that creative, but I've taken them, I've tweaked them, and I've turned them into rules that I use at my table with my game. These aren't every homebrew that I use at my table, but these are the 5 ones that I like to add in, assuming the players all agree to it as well. The first one is crit damage. Basically, when it comes down to it, when you roll a critical hit, I've hit with my short sword, whatever weapon it is, and I get that nat 20. It's an exciting, fantastic feeling, but it sucks when you roll 2 ones. It just deflates the whole situation. So what I do with my table is that you get that first die maxed out right out of the gate. So let's say you get a +3 and you have a short sword, so it's a 1d6 +3 for the damage. Right out of the gate, you're starting with 9 damage plus a 1d6 +3. So the minimum you're going to get is a 13 rather than potentially, an 8 on the other side, but you're that much closer to getting the 18. Again, with rolls, my number 2 homebrew rule that I liked adding on the table is friendly fire on nat 1. So it doesn't happen every single time, and it would happen with both monsters and heroes. But if you're shooting an arrow and you've got your tank right up front fighting someone else and you hit that nat 1 and it's a logical path where your friend could be right there, that damage doesn't hit the monster, it hits your friend on the nat 1. And vice versa. If you've got 2 monsters side by side fighting that tank, and the one that's standing to the right of the other one nat 1s, well, that's a wild swing, and it's going to chop right into his buddy. Number 3 on my list, healing potions. I played with a DM who I believe stole this from Critical Role, I think. But basically the gist of this is, if you're going to use an action to take a healing potion, you get the full amount of the potion. But you still have the option to use a bonus action to take a healing potion, and you just get to roll for it. So it really comes down to, you're going to spend your 6 seconds uncorking a bottle and chugging some healing potion down your gullet, you're going to get the full effect. But on the other hand, you're going to use your bonus action. I see that as more of a sloppy drink. So you've ripped the cork off and you're chugging it down, but it's not all getting in. So now you have to roll. Number 4, inspiration. Basically, I use this as kind of like lucky. Rules as written, inspiration is, if you have inspiration, you can expend it and basically give yourself advantage on your next attack, saving throw, whatever d20 roll that you have. I just massage this just a bit so that it's not necessarily advantage. I allow the player to see that first roll, and if they don't like it, then they can use their inspiration to roll it again. Number 5. No, it's not rule of cool. I just think that should be at everyone's table. My number 5 is back to healing, but this time when it comes to death saves. I don't like the idea that anyone at any time can just magic you back alive. If you've fallen, 5e is notorious for you being nearly invincible already. So why add to that? So at my table, I like it when you've fallen and you're making death saves, and if someone wants to heal you, that just gives you a success on 1 save. So if you have 3 clerics in the party or whatever, they could all heal you at the same time. A paladin, a cleric, and a bard could all heal you, and you'd have 3 successes. Otherwise, you have to roll those saves. Or have someone roll a medical check using a healer's kit, or actually make the spare the dying cantrip relevant. So those are my 5 quick homebrew rules that I like to put into all of my games. Of course, assuming that the players all agree with it too, because it's not just my table. We're all sitting at the table and enjoying the game together. I'd love to hear in the comments what you think about these rules. Do you have other rules that you think are more critical to this than what I've said? And if you like these rules, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, subscribe. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.